Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from the things broken. Promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start afresh aside again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Need to escape, need to escape. It's too much weight, it's too much weight on me. Could I just be free? I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start afresh outside again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be a chance. What are you waiting for? Don't keep doing the same. Over and over again. And so give us a change. A change. It's gonna break away. This could be, this could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
You might just be the greatest boxing champion of all time. You see, man like me, I'm an undisputed champion of life.
Ooh, talk with me, walk with me, box for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, talk with me, walk with me, box for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1.
When your idols become your rivals, has a funny way of making you pick up the Bible. I've been hustling for the longest, the money's vital. Late night in the casino, I watched him win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. The city centers hella cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a John Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about back here. It's funny how the tables turn, you're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting patted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out.
Ooh, talk with me, walk with me, box for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, talk with me, walk with me,
binoculars, too nice life, singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence, a strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes, with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoke jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds, yeah, really need, very beautifully, very rated. Little battle rise for you, little battle rise, really need, very beautifully, alliterated. What's up? Little battle rise for you. So come on through. The unamplified, fantasized land of the soon-to-be fans of the samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized, just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys, eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, freshly laugh for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asked for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week.
I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. It is the one and only Grand Theater. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Miss GB, she weighed in at 61.2 kilos. She stands at 173 centimeters with a reach of 165. And she'll be facing a woman that needs no introduction, Katie Taylor. She's 5'5" tall with a reach of 66.1 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Natasha Jonas, Miss GB. She fights out of Liverpool, England, and won the WBO junior middleweight title in February of 2022. Katie Taylor, one of the best to ever do it, fighting out of Ireland.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
And now for the official introductions, we turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Liverpool, England, here is the 5-time champion at 64 kilograms, a 2-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now, from Bray, Ireland, here is a 2-division undisputed champion of the world, introducing simply the best, Katie Taylor.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. They both want a knockout, you can tell. first fight between Jonas and Taylor was fantastic. Plenty of action, with Taylor just barely securing a victory.
So they fought before, remember, in the amateurs. It was on the way to picking up gold eventually for Katie Taylor. We could not believe the noise. We could not believe the chance.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, and that shot hurt Natasha Jonas. Down goes Natasha Jonas. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Give me your ball.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
A perfect count. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Natasha Jonas on wobbly legs. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
To make or break a fight.
As soon as you start doing your thing.
And there's the bell to start round 2. You can see the frustration on her face in the corner. She knows it is go time now. Fight or flight. She's got to get back in it in this round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Good counter punch. Nobody home with that hook. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been up.
Don't think about each.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice counter shot by her. Didn't land that jab. That big hook doesn't land. Missing with that right hook. both won't score. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Those counter punches have to hurt. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Oh, and Jonas dazed with that shot. Let's talk about it. Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between, do you believe this? Taylor is down. She's absolutely done her in there with the headshot. Cue up the replay machine.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for someone else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
Halfway through the round, and I think she knows she's losing this round.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. A lot of effort being exerted here. Has to be careful. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talking about Katie Taylor and back into the fray here in round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take it. Hold it right there. Natasha Jonas in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Been a tough round so far. It's been a...
Oh my goodness, Johnny. And Miss GB is now in trouble. And Jonas can't take it anymore. That punch.
Yeah. Look at that. Order blocks, my team. Swing left, right, man, say get ping. Watch that thing. We bring man right, some boys just fling. Ding, ding. Step in the ring, swing left, right, man, say get ping.
Miss GB. This so much hype. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. He hit her clean with that right hook. Missing with that right hook. Nice counter shot. The first fight between Jonas and Taylor was fantastic. Plenty of action, with Taylor just barely securing a victory.
I watched these two girls fight in the 2012 Olympics. The crowd was ridiculous. The noise was ridiculous. Of all the boxing in the Olympics, this was the best fight, the best atmosphere. This was the fight that everybody wanted to be at.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Punch, counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of those millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Right hook not connecting. Beautiful counter punch. Natasha Jonas in trouble. Down goes Natasha Jonas. Wow. Clearly her opponent was... So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way... Introduce all the talk. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Bombs away. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Straight right just misses. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. You believe what we are seeing. She got clipped by that counter. The momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell for round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Good counter shot by her. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee, just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook doesn't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He wasn't ready for that counter. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice job blocking the hook. Beautiful counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The corner can't. On to the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The hook, but it doesn't score. Caution is being thrown to the wind. This has been a very competitive round between these two. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. All right, hook misses. And that jab just missed with the left hand. He got out of the way of that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges...
On to the fourth we go. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's a counter shot. No rest for the weary. A straight right just misses. She scores without counter. Punch, counter punch. And down goes Katie Taylor. And look at that.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, still waiting. Some failing, not plain
The not too many. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. The right hook can't miss. Nice hook. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Straight right hand. Once he dropped his glove, he got caught. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice lead hook. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
And he scores with the counter. That was almost... Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. That jab misses. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. That counter punch caught him clean. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about... On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
家のボクシングやってるとこれは
Let
面
your
白く
hands
て
go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
爽快感がない。凄まじくもっさりした昭和のボクシングに出る。
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
軸が敵につい
They're
てて
both
ない。
going for the KO. It's so obvious.
カメラワークもよろしくお願いします。爽快感もあるし。
Big shots from
これ
both
やるぐ
those
らいなら
fighters.
家で。
Got to be careful, though.
So close, so close.
と
How
て
can you
もじゃないけ
separate
ど
them?
出
It's
来が
going
い
to be
い
a
とは言
hard
えない。
night tonight
ひ
for
どい
the。judges.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight.
あとね、内訳がすごいしづらい。防御ボタンが全部右側にあるのが非常に使いづ
This
らい。
fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation.
ボディーブロー
You've
遅
got
す
to
ぎ
wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind.
その
And
ひ
just
ねりのない
hope.
ボディ
You're
ーブ
never
ロー
going to know where the shots are
入
coming
らん
from. You just got to put in a guess.
This round's still up for
EPA
grabs with
の
just 10
ボク
seconds
シン
to
グ
go.
のやつはちゃんと敵を追尾するんだけど、こいつはね、追尾しないんだよ。ただ振ってるだけなの。クラシックのゲームでポチポチ押してパンチするや
To you know who.
つ。あれやってる感じです。
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first
殴
big
ってる
shot?
感覚がない。
Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that
殴られ
last
てる感じ。
huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
相手の方が
Wait
す
for
ご
the
いコンパクト
reaction.
に動く
Until then,
してく
keep doing what you've just been doing because you've
こ
won
っ
that
ち振
hands
りが
down.
でかい。で、当たんない。
The bravery being shown here is just incredible.
EA のボクシングはちゃんと当たってくれるから、避けるんですよ。スウェー
Not a
がも
lot
っ
of punch
さりした
output.
スウェ
Thought
ーじ
there
ゃん。
might be more action here. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
アマチュアレベルでこれぐらいの爽快感の長さやったら、
It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
殴ってる感じがしないよ。石殴ってる感じですよ。
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
ありだ。
Missing with that right hook.
ありだか。
Beautiful counter shot. That left uppercut doesn't score. Got out of the way of that right hook. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
スタミナの減りがプレイヤーの方が
broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've got your hands down.
これはね、EA のスポーツゲーやったら、多分これ見事です。とてもじゃないけど、出来がいいから。スタミナの減りも遅い。パンチしてから入院。パンチしたらスパスパって言ってましたね。ムーブエーって言って、ムーブエーって言って攻撃しづらい。
Which fighter will say no mas? Couldn't land that jab.
もうちょっと足使った気がする。
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
蝶のように立ち上がりに刺してくるんじゃない。
Well, there was no on to the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
見えるのと違って、ガードしっぱなしができる。
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
ボールを上げた戦い。
Only catching air with that hook.
完全防御。
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on this. And there's the bell for round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Just misses with that uppercut.
回らない。軸が
You
ずれる。
believe what we are seeing.
なぜさ、これで軸が追いついてない。
You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That hook won't score.
ランク2が2下げした。
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward. Round 8, and we're off again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know... Hold that thought! Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? That was the moment!
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The courage on display here is incredible. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. So close, but so far a split.
これはダメだ。 これは素直に言えた方がいいと思う。出来が悪すぎる。軸移動のパンチの出方が、それで特徴をつけようとしてるのでしょう。ボクシングとかカンフー。動きがボクシングじゃなくてカンフーがいい。あとジャブにキレがない。もさっとしてる。何ですかこんな出し方。独特なフックのですね。それは当たらん。これは、とてつもなく面白くない。
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comeback. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we give it a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the name reigns heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculated. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman.
で、思ったけどヘビーウェイトで終わる。
Yeah, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman.
みんなミドル、
Yeah, I go in and get the job done.
ミドルというライト級、
I got that experience like I
ライト級の選手。
before the events I would practice but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was the move. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't
ヘビー級はもういない。
the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know why they ain't clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, we're out now. There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like it can't shout. I'm getting even 4-2-3, I'm like a calm count. But you can count on me to do it for the
これ
right
は
price.
ヘビー級。
It ain't a game even though I spite. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. I go in and get the job done. You don't want none. I'm moving like a hitman.
ボクシングといえば大好きなんですよ。
You see me moving like a hitman. I go in and get the job done. They don't want none.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game to save with lock and key and combination. Keep goal and high sight, don't focus on what's high side. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Know I'm a
操作性が悪い。ヘビー級がいいな。
Shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold.
こんなレベルボクサー知ってる人間って昭和の人間しか知らないじゃない。昭和の人間でも知ってるからね、シールド。有馬、70年、63年ぐらいの。54年。いや、タイソンという怪物が入ってる。グローブの大きさがさ、面白い。一応その方がそれからほぼ次回に報告しない。これはボクシングゲーとしてはひどい。
Raise your hand if you've got your Patty certification. Well, come on in. Let's watch some fights here. Ebony the Blonde Bomber Bridges, fighting from down under. In New South Wales, Australia, she won the IBF Bantamweight title in March of 2022. Miss GB Natasha Jonas.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this. And that's the opening bell, round 1. An uppercut does not score. That right hook not connecting. She got clipped by that counter.
何やろうな。白坂に出てたボクシング芸よりすごいよ。
Good idea, but misses with the left hook.
もさっとしてるし、カメラワークめちゃくちゃ悪
What a
いし、
pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been
で、
taken.
軸ずれたもんね。
Tonight's match.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans.
怪我しちゃったんだよね。ボクシング芸ですよ。こんな軸ずれを起こして。
You've got to ignore them.
な
Get
か
on
っ
with
た
your
りし
job.
ないよ。
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect
パン
both
チ
of
の
them
出がす
more
ん
than
ごい
that.
遅い。
They better
目
start
で見て避
respecting
け
each
られ
other's
る
punching power.
パンチ。そんな遅いパンチを繰り
Like
出す
a
ん
game
で
of
さ、
joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bridges.
これはボクシング芸としては終わっとる。出来がひどい。これは普通にいいゲームで、スポーツ用は尺が強い。